Building a faceless TikTok brand is a journey that combines creativity, strategy, and an understanding of the platform's unique culture. Unlike traditional personal brands, a faceless brand relies on content, aesthetic, and storytelling to create a loyal following, without ever revealing the creator's face or identity. This approach has become increasingly popular, allowing creators to maintain privacy, focus on their niche, and even scale their brand into a community-driven movement. Let's explore the essential steps and best practices to build a successful faceless TikTok brand. The first step is to define your niche and brand identity. Because you won't be using your face or personal identity to connect with viewers, the substance of your content must be clear, consistent, and compelling. Start by asking yourself what topics you are passionate about or knowledgeable in. Are you drawn to life hacks, productivity tips, storytelling, animation, meme culture, or perhaps commentary on current events? The more specific your niche, the easier it will be to attract a dedicated audience. A faceless brand thrives when viewers know exactly what to expect. Whether it's funny skits with animated characters, daily motivation delivered through voiceovers and text, or satisfying visual transformations. Once you've chosen your niche, it's time to develop your brand's visual and auditory identity. Since you're not using your face or voice directly, these elements will be crucial in making your brand recognizable. Consider creating a unique logo, choosing a color palette, and selecting a consistent font style for any text overlays. If you're using animations, design characters, or symbols that represent your brand. For auditory identity, you might use a signature music track, sound effect, or a specific style of voiceover. Some faceless brands use AI-generated voices, while others hire professional voice actors, or even use text-to-speech tools. The goal is to ensure that each video feels like it comes from the same creator, even though your face and real voice are absent. Content strategy is the backbone of any TikTok brand, and for faceless creators, it's all about storytelling, value, and entertainment. Decide on a content format that fits your niche and can be produced consistently. For example, if your brand focuses on educational content, you might use animated infographics, screen recordings, or on-screen text with voiceovers. If you're aiming for humor or commentary, you could use memes, reaction clips, or creative editing. The key is to deliver content that grabs attention within the first few seconds. The TikTok algorithm favors videos that retain viewers and encourage engagement. Leverage TikTok's editing tools and features to maximize the impact of your faceless content. Use green screen effects, voiceovers, stickers, and text overlays to convey your message. Experiment with the transitions, filters, and visual effects to add flair and keep your videos fresh. Many faceless brands utilize trending sounds and challenges, adapting them in creative ways that fit their niche. For instance, you might reimagine a popular dance challenge using animated figures, or participate in a meme trend with your brand's mascot. Consistency is essential for growth on TikTok. Develop a content calendar and aim to post regularly, ideally daily or several times a week. Each video should reinforce your brand identity, whether through recurring themes, characters, or catchphrases. Engaging with your audience is just as important as posting content. Respond to comments, ask questions, and encourage viewers to participate. Since you're faceless, interaction can feel impersonal unless you make an effort to build community. Consider creating signature hashtags, inviting viewers to submit ideas, or hosting polls and Q&A sessions. Storytelling is a powerful tool for faceless brands. Without a personal identity to anchor your content, narrative becomes even more important. Develop ongoing storylines, recurring characters, or episodic content that keeps viewers coming back for more. Even if your niche is purely informational, you can inject narrative by framing each video as part of a journey or challenge. For example, if your brand focuses on productivity, you might document a 30-day challenge using animated graphics and progress updates. Collaboration and cross-promotion are effective ways to grow a faceless TikTok brand. Reach out to other creators in your niche, especially those who also operate faceless brands. You can create duets, stitch each other's videos, or co-host challenges. This not only exposes your content to new audiences, but also fosters a sense of community. If your brand has a mascot, consider sending digital stickers or images of the character to collaborators so they can feature it in their videos. Monetization for faceless TikTok brands is entirely possible, and there are several strategies to consider. Sponsored content is a common option. Brands often look for creators with engaged audiences, regardless of whether they show their face. You can also launch digital products such as ebooks, courses, or merchandise featuring your brand's mascot or logo. Affiliate marketing is another avenue. Share links to products or services that fit your niche and earn commissions on sales. As your following grows, you might expand to other platforms, repurposing your content for YouTube, Instagram, or a dedicated website. Privacy and sustainability are major advantages of faceless brands. Without the pressure to maintain a public persona, creators can avoid burnout and negative attention. However, maintaining anonymity requires vigilance. Avoid sharing personal details, locations, or behind-the-scenes footage that could compromise your privacy. If you use a voice actor or AI voice, make sure it's consistent and doesn't reveal your identity. If your brand becomes successful, you may face requests for interviews or collaborations. Decide in advance how much you're willing to reveal and stick to your boundaries. Analytics and adaptation are critical for long-term success. TikTok offers insights into video performance, including views, watch time, shares, and audience demographics. Review these metrics regularly to see which content resonates most with viewers. Are certain formats, topics, or trends driving higher engagement? Use this information to refine your strategy, test new ideas, and double down on what works. Faceless brands often have more flexibility to pivot or evolve, since they aren't tied to a single personality. Let's look at some successful examples of faceless TikTok brands. One popular category is life hack channels, which use hands-only demonstrations, text overlays, and upbeat music to teach viewers useful tricks. Another example is meme accounts that curate viral clips, adding clever captions and voiceovers. Animated brands, such as those featuring digital mascots or stick figure characters, tell stories or provide commentary without ever showing a real person. These brands often develop devoted fan bases, with viewers recognizing the content by style rather than by creator. The power of a faceless brand lies in its universality. By focusing on ideas, stories, and aesthetics, you can reach audiences who care more about the content than the creator. This approach also allows you to scale your brand into a team or community effort. As your brand grows, you might hire editors, writers, or voice actors to expand your output while maintaining anonymity. Some faceless brands even create lore or backstories for their characters, turning their TikTok presence into a mini franchise. Challenges and pitfalls are inevitable. Faceless brands may struggle to build initial trust or connection with viewers, since people naturally gravitate toward personalities. To overcome this, invest in high-quality content that delivers clear value, whether that's entertainment, education, or inspiration. Use storytelling, humor, and creativity to make your brand memorable. Another challenge is standing out in a crowded platform. Since you're not using your face, your visual and auditory identity must be distinctive and consistent. If you ever decide to reveal your identity, do so thoughtfully. Some faceless creators eventually choose to face reveal, adding a new dimension to their brand. If you go this route, plan the transition carefully and communicate transparently with your audience. Some viewers may appreciate the authenticity, while others may miss the mystique. Ultimately, the choice is yours, and there are successful examples of both fully anonymous and eventually revealed faceless brands. In summary, building a faceless TikTok brand is a creative and strategic endeavor. It requires defining a clear niche, developing a strong visual and auditory identity, and delivering consistent, high-value content. By focusing on storytelling, community engagement, and adaptation, you can grow a loyal following without ever showing your face. The process allows for privacy, sustainability, and scalability, making it an appealing option for creators who value anonymity or wish to build something bigger than themselves. Start by researching your niche, identifying what makes your perspective unique, and crafting a brand identity that's instantly recognizable. Invest in quality production, whether that's animation, editing, or voiceover. Engage your audience through comments, challenges, and interactive content. Monitor analytics, adapt to trends, and don't be afraid to experiment. With dedication and creativity, your faceless TikTok brand can become a powerful presence on the platform, proving that compelling ideas and stories transcend the need for a personal image. Whether you're motivated by privacy, creativity, or the desire to build a scalable community, the faceless TikTok brand model offers endless possibilities. Embrace the challenge, learn from successful examples, and let your content speak for itself. The next viral sensation could come from a creator who never shows their face. Just a memorable mascot, a captivating story, and the ingenuity to connect with millions.